Hi everyone, welcome to our Sambal Food Art Workshop. This is presented by the Singapore Heritage Festival 2020. I'm Carlyn, an artist and food lover, and this is my friend, Fareena.
Hi. We're happy to be here today. Thank you for having us. This workshop is going to come in two parts. The first part we're going to show, we are going to show the making of 3 sambals, right? And the second part, Carlyn will actually show how to use watercolour to create a recipe, beautifully done actually, in the shape of a chilli and all of that for us to kind of display in our homes. Now, why the sambal? It seems so simple, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah? But I think it's safe to say that when we travel overseas, what do we miss the most? We miss the
chili sauce, sambal.
Exactly. So I'm one of those that actually travel with chili, right, in my luggage, right?
Oh, those Singaporean that brings...
Yes. Okay, but I stop at bringing instant noodles, just the chili.
Okay.
So the thing is, why is the sambal so... Why is the chili such in our culture, right? So every country, every province, every kampong, it goes down to every household would have their own sambal recipe, their own chili recipe.
And they're not confined to Malay cooking.
They're not. So every culture has their own condiments. So the Chinese would, you use a lot more of garlic, ginger, the dried prawns, the nyonyas, the heavy, crispy sambal. That's beautifully done. Then you have the different states in Malaysia that have individual sambals. That Indonesians, oh my goodness, I think about 3,000 over different types of sambals they have there.
Yeah,
when I was traveling.
Yeah, when I was there in West Java, we had sambal every day with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and that's when I came to you and say, Fareena, teach me how to make sambal. And and
then we're here.
She's the perfect person to teach me.
So yeah,
and you now.
I'm passionate about cooking. I love the chili. My mom is a big chili eater. We have sambal at every meal, different ones. She will make different sambals for different food that she has cooked for the day. So if it's fish, she would make this type of sambal. If it's chicken, it's this type of sambal. If it's soup, it's this type of sambal. We're going to start with the very basic, right, which is a sambal belacan.
Ooh, nice.
Right? Oh my goodness, what's so difficult about sambal belacan? It's actually very complex. Simple but complex, right? What someone said. We're going to start with 4 chilies, right?
Okay, these are just
normal chilies that you can get in the supermarket.
Okay.
And then I showed you when we went to Gilang Serai.
The kampong chili.
The kampong chili that is thinner.
Yes,
and those, I mean not the dried chili, it's actually fresh chili, but thinner. If you can get those are fantastic.
Oh, it's something like that, but fresh. Yeah.
Right? If you can use that to make rendang and all that, the taste is so different, okay? But we get this quite easily, so we're going to start with this. So why don't you just break it up here. Now, why the sambal belacan why are we starting with the sambal belacan? Very simple, right? My sambal belacan is going to taste very different from my neighbor's sambal belacan. It's going to taste very different from my auntie's sambal belacan. What we want is to share the basics and for us to create our own legacy.
And we can add this?
You can add in 10, okay? You're the brave one.
Add 1? Yeah. Because these are really spicy.
It is, they are. So we want...
Should I start?
Yeah, you can actually. Okay. So maybe I'll pause a while and then... We pound it up and down.
Okay.
Never grind the chili. We
so
break
there's
it up.
a right way to pound.
There's a right way to pound it.
So not like that?
Nope. Yeah, so we pound it. Yeah.
Point a note. Not the point.
So the thing is, we have to make our sambal unique. We want to leave a legacy. We want it to be recognizable to our household. As much as when we are growing up, or even right now, so, I miss my grandfather's X dish. I miss my auntie's. My auntie does this so well. Why? Because it's our own flavors incorporated in the food that we cook.
So how long should I do this for?
Flying off. Okay. So the thing is, it's going to take a while, right? So, magic of television. We have pre-prepared what it should look like, the consistency that it should be. If you like it finer, sure, but never use the blender,
Why? I mean, some people don't have mortar, they have food processor.
I don't like the taste. It's not
traditional.
there. It's not there, right? Pounding is... So? My helper pounds everything to cook. Like she will pound the ginger, the taste is just different.
And you pound the potatoes to make bagadil.
Yeah, I pound everything. So I love pounding. So the thing is this, this consistency, same things as just chili. we're going to start adding the sambal belacan, the belacan, sorry. So now this is toasted belacan.
Oh, no wonder it looks different.
It does look different. And
the smell is,
right?
I love belacan.
The depth comes out, right? 120 for about an hour and a half in the oven or on the stovetop. So this is how I like my belacan, my sambal belacan, right? You like it a bit different, I know. I use about half a teaspoon of belacan, and that's enough for me. I know friends who need 2 teaspoons in, right?
But that's the beauty of it. You can
do
customize
whatever.
your own.
Yeah. And again, for the balance, okay, you got to pound it.
Okay.
Sugar, you like yours a bit sweeter. I don't. But for Carlyn's sake, we're going to do a bit more sugar. Right, this is sugar, that was salt.
Okay.
Okay, so a bit more sugar for her, she likes. Okay. And you pound it in. Okay. I think we can use a bit more belacan actually.
Okay, yeah. Why not?
Make it a bit more fragrant. And when you're done with that, okay, of course the last part is the lime.
Oh.
Right?
And this is
so simple. Limau kasturi, okay?
Can we use like the large lime or
you asked me whether you want to use lemon. No. Okay,
because people have lemons all the time at home.
Yeah, of course, but it's different, you see. Even this lime...
lemon sambal.
Yes, no, this, you can if that, you know...
Okay.
If that's what you prefer. Even the bigger limes have a different taste, right? It's more Thai. I mean, Thai cooking, they use a lot of the larger lime.
It's very sharp.
Yeah. And a bit more...
so, a little bit of squeeze of lime?
Well, it's actually the whole lime, right?
Yeah.
But for me, what differentiates my sambal belacan from the rest, I like to put in the rind of the, flow out of the lime in my sambal. This is something I picked up from my mom. She would actually just smash in the whole lime in.
Wow, smelling so good.
So good, right? It's just so fresh.
The lime is like
this is how my family actually does our sambal belacan. Yeah, I'll just take over from.
I can imagine how balanced that is, you know, with the lime, sugar, salt, belacan, and the chili.
So then it becomes to what you want to, how salty you want it, how sweet you want it, how sour you want it, how spicy you want it, right?
And people will just add different things there if they want.
Yeah, so the thing is, we're going to speak about that in a little bit. I'm going to plate it up here. Okay. Right?
I wish you can smell
it. It's really quite strong.
Can't wait to try it later.
Yeah. So this is the sambal belacan.
That's easy.
For good measure, we're just going to put this, okay? Like a bit decoration. Okay. Ta-da.
That's so fast.
That's sambal belacan.
Yay.
Okay. So the next one. Now, this is a family. I've not seen it in anybody else's household. It's just mine. My mom loves to make this, and I grew up having this because still use the same mortar and pestle.
Wow, how old is this mortar? It's amazing.
Okay, I'm a bit of a karangoni. Okay, if you want to throw anything, you just give it to me. Because I don't believe in using the modern ones that you have there. That is completely...
I have this, and she said it's useless.
Okay, yeah.
It's very nice from Chiang Mai.
Yeah, I can put decoration or what, right? But pound your pills. But, you know, the older granite actually works really, really well. My grandmother has the Giling one that's probably about 100 years old. They don't break, they last forever. It's economical.
I can imagine.
It's eco, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a second sambal now. This is something that's I've only seen it in my house, right?
So you literally grew up with this sambal?
Yes.
And your mom makes this?
My mom makes this, and she makes it so often she loves it, right? I don't eat tempeh, by the way. Tempeh is a fermented soya bean. Okay, so it's going to be a tempeh sambal.
And this is the raw form?
That's a raw form. But this sambal, there's a raw form and this is a fried form.
How do you arrive from that to that?
Just do a mid-fry, like not too crisp.
Okay.
Yeah. So this sambal tempeh, we're going to have the same chili, however spicy you want to make it. Put in raw shallots. Okay. 2, 3, whatever you prefer again. Okay.
So you have chilies and shallot here.
Yep. And then I'm going to break up
belacan.
Okay, put more.
Put more. Sure.
Okay. Then we're going to do your salt, your sugar. Okay, everything has sugar, unfortunately, but you can omit it. Okay, if you want.
Smells good again.
And then, okay, because we already pre-pounded this. Okay, once the shallots are broken down, it's very simply.
That is fast.
Yeah, quite fast. We're going to break in the tempeh. The tempeh. Don't need to pound it. Just kind of give it a quick last swirl kind of situation, and then I'm going to plate it. This is really, really nice, okay? I mean, seriously, very nice. No lime, yeah? So we don't use lime,
okay.
yeah?
And how would you eat this?
Okay, so my mom used to fry, you know, tenggiri steaks, you know, the tenggiri cutlets, chicken, I mean, ikan cutlets, and we would just eat it with rice and vegetable, whatever we have for the day.
Wow, this is like a really substantial.
And you like this, right?
Very substantial, chunky sambal, like a meal on its own, with just rice.
Yeah. Carlyn fell in love with tempeh very recently,
yeah,
so she's been experimenting, and I've shown her this.
I was asking you, how do you cook tempeh, and with what? How do you bring out the best with tempeh? Because you know, tempeh costs 40 cents at my wet market, and they are also
so versatile.
Versatile, nutritious.
And now we're going to do everyone's favoritist sambal. Okay, I mean,
it's my favorite.
This is ayam penyet set lah. You know, when you go to the shop, right? You have the chicken, you have this, you have that, and there's no sambal. It's never going to be complete. So today, we are going to make the ayam penyet sambal. Now, this looks different, yeah, because I've deep fried everything. I've deep fried the tomato, I've deep fried the shallots, and I've deep fried the chilli.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put in.
So I was asking you also, right, about making bergedil, and I'm like, should we boil the potatoes? And you say, no, we have to deep fry potato.
Everything fried is great. I mean, would you eat, I mean, like, okay lah, right? I'm a deep fried person.
No, but I totally agree, because the oil is the carrier of the flavors, right?
So you're going to pound that up.
Okay. Oh, they're really soft.
But you just have to break it down into the right consistency.
Okay.
Right?
And that's quite a lot of oil.
Oh, no, that's not enough.
Not enough. I mean, I know some people again say, oh, very healthy, I don't want so much oil. You want to take over?
Yeah, I'll take over for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, okay, let's just kind of...
And I just really love the tomatoes and, you know, just getting it, mixing it with the flavors.
Yep. So, once you break it down, see, it breaks down quite fast.
So you expert, the way you pound it. Again, this takes shorter time than the other sambal belacan, right?
Yeah,
because
less
it's
effort
already
and more
soft.
tasty.
And
yeah, do this every day. So good. And then once it's about like that, we're going to add in the deep fried tomato. Okay. I took off the skin after I fried it. Put that in. And just mash it up a little bit. Okay. Now there's a variation to this. Okay, it's called the sambal ijo. Very simple. Instead of all red, all green, go all green. Green chili. Green tomato. Right?
So all green.
Shallots. Fry it. Your belacan, your sugar, and you get sambal ijo. The taste is so different. You remember you liked it, right? You were eating it as a dish.
I like that. It's very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh and
very green.
The sugars are just broken down differently. Okay. They're just different. They taste differently. So this is what it should look like.
So again, you don't want it too fine. It's also quite like you can taste.
Of course, we forgot the best part.
More oil.
We have to just pour in the oils.
Okay.
And then mix it up.
So what else would you eat this with besides ayam penyet?
Wow.
Anything.
Up to you, right? I mean,
fish. Just rice.
Just rice and an egg.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at that.
So yeah. So we just put it here, and ta-da! You already have your ayam penyet.
And that looks complete.
It looks complete. Yeah, it looks complete.
I mean, like we were talking about, a meal is not complete without sambal.
Correct.
Like nasi lemak without sambal is not complete.
Yeah.
Right?
What is it? Right.
Yeah.
So I think this is, see, it's quite quick. Of course, it's quite quick because we've cut the pounding time. We have done this.
Okay,
let's put
fabulous.
The recipe onto your drawing.
Yep. So we have done these 3 fabulous, delicious sambals. We're going to take off our gloves, and then we're going to go on to my section.
Yep.
Where we're going to create a Sambal Recipe Art poster.
I'm better at cooking than I am at drawing, but okay, we'll try.
Anyway, we were talking that, you know, cooking food is like making art. It's a totally creative process. Okay, we're going to stand first.
My gloves are stuck, but it's okay.
So I'm an artist, and I love food. I do a lot of food art. You can check them out at Eat to Draw. And today we are doing a sambal art poster. You can find the list of art materials as well as Fareena's sambal recipes on heritagefestival.sg. Later, you can join us later. For those who are joining us live now, I know some of you are. Fabulous. We're going to show you quickly how we're going to do a sambal art poster. Well, you asked me before, how did I come up with the concept, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually did my
That's my favorite painting in your house.
Roast chicken illustration.
I like this a lot.
About
Yep.
2 years ago, I wanted to illustrate my roast chicken recipe. So I came up with this simple concept, you know, in the shape of a chicken.
Right.
And I did it in just ink. So I really love it. And I used the concept for our sambal recipe art poster. And we used the shape of the chili.
Right.
Because chili is the essence and the soul of sambal. So as you can see also, there's one that we have done for you to see how colorful that is going to look. And that's another example there also. So everyone's chili is going to look different because you're going to draw it yourself and then you're going to write out the recipe. So there's not really painting involved, so to speak. Yeah. So let's just get into it right now.
Okay. How do I get started?
Yeah, and you have to have chilies for inspiration if you have.
Oh, there's a big one there.
Yeah, we have a lot of chilies.
Yeah.
So again, chili study. Most chilies have this shape, long, tapered end with a stalk. So we want to capture that in our drawing. We have done two simple outlines. I don't know if you can see it. The pencil marking. I don't want to press it too hard because we're going to rub them away later. So both of us have drawn our chilies.
Yeah, mine is fatter a bit.
Yeah. Again, I want you to draw it slightly wider, not as thin as this, because you want to have space to write out the recipe as we go along. And okay, you have your recipe here. You can follow that.
Then one of my favorite.
Yeah.
This one.
So we have our brush. Are you ready?
Yes.
To rock and roll and paint.
Ooh, how much water am I using?
Okay, that's a good question. So we have, I have squeezed out some paints, watercolour paint. I have two different types here. And then we have the basic colours. So let's just take some water. We just dab it and wake up our paint.
1 drop, 2 drops?
Yeah, for the amount of paint that we have here, you can just put 2-3 drops.
Okay.
And then just mix it around.
Okay.
So a lot of people say, what kind of consistency are we looking for, right?
Yeah.
We want something that is not dry, because otherwise it's very cakey. And we want not too much water, then it'll be very watery. So you have a test paper in front of you, and you can test it. Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And also, because we are using a very fine brush, I'm using a 0 and you're using a 2. So depending again on the brush, it carries a different amount of paint. For me, I think it lasts about, just when you load the brush, it will last me about 2-3 letters as we write. So after that, you have to refresh with paints again.
Okay.
As you can see,
towards
the end, it's losing that vibrancy.
Yeah.
We want our recipe to be vibrant, super vibrant. So we'll just go into it.
Okay.
Another tip is, I want you to really stick to the contours, the outline of the chili.
Okay.
Don't go outside of it, so that you have very nice, clean form. Okay.
I have to copy your other one.
The sambal,
Yes.
the stock is green, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm starting with green, and then you can do the sambal in green just within the stock.
I'm starting.
Yeah, let's do this.
So this paper is normal paper or what?
This is a good question. I'm using watercolor paper. You need watercolor paper so that it can absorb the amount of water that you're using. If not, if you're using normal paper, it will just crumble and break up.
I ran outside the line already.
It's okay.
I'm really, wow.
And then if you have a gap,
I'll just go back there.
some people say, alamak, I have a gap, it doesn't fill out well.
Yeah.
Again, you can personalize it. You can add like exclamation mark, a heart shape, a chili,
Okay. Is this red?
It's nice. Yeah. So again, when you're using red, introduce more water.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I'm talking so much, I must paint.
Yes.
So I usually do it freehand, but for some of you, it's that, oh, I can't. Then you can write it out in pencil first. And then you can follow that. But I just like the free flow process, you know, it's very organic and it's really fun when you do that with your friends or family. Sambal, see. Look at my sambal. Can you see that? I fill up the stock.
Let's not look at mine.
And also, if it's too wet, the paint will drip when I hold it up. So you have to be careful. Also, we have a napkin here to absorb the paint. If it's too much paint, you can use the napkin. Then wash your brush in the water bowl. Usually we have two, one for washing the brush and then one for the clean water to mix with the paint. Okay, we're going on to switch the colors. You're switching already.
I'm very fast.
Hey, so clever. How do you get orange from the paints I gave you?
Okay. I know the correct answer should be mixing red and yellow, but a good tip, everybody, I do not wash my brush properly. So
that's why the orange is a bit muddy.
It's a bit wrong because it's now green and red.
It's okay.
It turns out to be a more burnt orange. So
you learn from that. You learn from mistakes.
So you see, mistakes happen.
So again, another tip. Planning your recipe, you can do it colorful. I use all the colors that I can find, you know, and mix it up. Sometimes your paint set may not come with like purple. So how do you get purple?
Red and blue.
Yay. And how do you get like green?
Huh?
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow is green.
Yes.
Wow, I forgot about that, man. Yeah, you're right.
Pink.
White and red lah.
Okay lah, no, just try. Okay. And then sambal. Okay, I'll just show you this and then I'll move on to my other recipe. So how is that for you? Is it?
Well, you know, art is very personal, so I think mine is okay.
It's nice, yeah. I mean, again, we are not painting, we are writing the recipe. So I love that it's very personal, you are customizing your own art, it's done in your own handwriting, there's no unique handwriting like yours, you know, and then your own chili and your own choice of colors, and by filling up the gap with your own symbols, it's going to be really unique art that you're making. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm just going to show you my finished artwork and I'm going to try to finish this. I did this also like you, like almost finished this, right, to show the process. This is also done just all in upper caps. And I'm just going to finish the last line so you can see how the finished product looks like. Pound it. So fry tempeh till crispy, then pound all the ingredient. You see all the steps are ingrained in me already. Huh?
Yeah. You're a good student.
Yeah.
I wish I can be a better one. You look at what I'm doing. Yo.
Pound all the ingredients. Okay. So let's see again all the ingredients. So I plan ahead when I'm looking at the art. I see, okay, this amount of space, I'm going to put the keyword like ingredient. So I'm going to space out that word.
Oh, that's a good tip, right?
So you know that that's a huge space there, and then you can put in like 2 or 3 words. Okay, I now just need to know how to spell ingredients. When I'm not focusing, right, then I misspell it. I'm like, oh, I have to start over again. Or I'll try to hide it.
There's no spell check, right?
Yeah.
I'm very used to spell check these days.
Okay. So almost there. Can you see how it's going to taper down? So That's sambal tempeh. I skipped the method and ingredients heading. I'll just go straight to it because we don't have much space. Okay, pound all the ingredients, see, into a semi-fine paste. Okay, I'm going to finish this up super fast. Into you can draw a cat if you want.
Okay, I will draw a cat instead.
I know how much
that was my
you
favorite.
love cat and I love cats.
Yeah.
That's how we met, right? And if you have a choice, you will draw it in the shape of a cat, right?
Yes.
Actually, you can do that if you want. Yeah.
I'll draw a rainbow cat.
Okay. Okay, we're going to wrap up pretty soon.
Because we want to taste the chili also.
Yes, we want to do that. Semi-fine paste. Okay, I'm going to finish this one. And then we are done. Okay. So, can you see as it comes to an end, that little curved tip of a chili is almost forming.
Right.
Okay?
We're going to put there.
Maybe a cat?
Okay.
Then the tempeh. Okay. Done.
So good. So good.
I think it's time for us to eat.
Thank you. Very hungry.
Okay. That's it. I'll leave a little space for your cat later.
Okay.
I just want to think of a very cute cat. So that's it. I hope you have time to try this at home. Try the sambals and the sambal art together, so that it's going to be like a whole fun afternoon for you.
Yep. Ouch.
Okay. Let's go back and try the sambal. I'm feeling so
I think you try. I know this is your favorite. So there's keropok here.
Oh, love keropok.
Yes. Everything fried. You know, sambal is so varied, right? You can, before you put in the tempeh, people can actually put in. Everybody can. You know, if you feel like putting in sliced pineapple into your sambal, it becomes pineapple sambal. If you feel like having mango sambal, instead of tempeh, put in mango, right? I actually, because it's durian season, so I actually made tempoyak, which is fermented durian, and it goes into sambal.
Durian.
You can, but I know you don't like, so that's why we didn't bring it today.
I tried it, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I'll be amazed. I mean,
yes.
it'll be amazing to try
Sambal
that.
tempoyak is actually quite popular.
So, what is it?
It's fermented durian in sambal. So just instead of your tempeh and your shallots, it's chili, salt, sugar, fermented durian. You just get durian flesh, put it in a jar, salt, put it in the fridge for 3 days, and that's your tempoyak.
And you eat it with?
You can make sambal and you can make dishes with it. Yeah. So how's it?
My favorite. You know that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Can I try the tempeh as well?
Yeah, you like that one. That's your favoritist.
So I mean, I get so inspired by food. I cook a lot as well, and I create art. So I really hope that everyone take a little bit of this creativity process and go back and do something.
And make it personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hashtag us at SG Heritage Fest, and also tag me at Eat to Draw. I'll be so happy to see all your creations. So for the video will be there on the website, heritagefestival.sg. So for more stories, go there and see all the other highlights of the festival. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Have fun with sambal. I saw one.